Alright guys, what is up? I am Becoming. Welcome to the stream today, boys and nerds. How's everybody doing? We're here inside of Clash of Clans. We got lots of ranked attacks to do today. Got some fun and important things that have happened on our account and or across multiple accounts. The first being the Town Hall 12. Partway through our stream today, our final hero levels will finish, which will give us access to the final upgrade to Bob Control, which will give us the 6th builder on the main base. This is a massive, massive, massive improvement for progression. So if you are a newer player or you're playing on a lower level account, I strongly encourage you from day one to get to the builder base and start progressing through as quickly as possible. I will briefly suggest to you that you hit only the required defense levels that you need while upgrading the sneaky archers. This means that you will have spent effectively the least amount of elixir as possible and banked everything to dump into heroes. So the account seems extremely unbalanced on its face, having a 23 battle machine and level 20 battle copter. Later today, it'll be 24 and 21, which will be 45. But I do not plan on making builder base a priority at all for this account, nor the other two. So getting the 6th builder is really the only reason that I choose to play the builder base. But yeah, keep in mind that you're going to need to get your multi-mortar up to level 8, I believe level 8, to get the multi-mortar on the main base, which is the final geared up defense. And since you get it to level 8, you may as well take it to level 9, which, hold on, it might be level 9 that you have to get it for the multi-mortar. I can't remember. Hold on a second. What was it here? What was it here? Oh, for this one. So yeah, since the multi-mortar has to be upgraded to level 8 to unlock the multi-mortar on the main village, that's a simple choice just to say, okay, well, if that defense is already way up there at level 8, I'll just go ahead and take the multi-mortar to level 9, which you can see here. That's what I did to satisfy that. There's some great guides on Reddit, but, you know, obviously plenty of content creators have created those. Just play smart. I chose to stick with sneaky archers the entire time just because I found that I could farm elixir and sometimes even triple or 6-star even with only sneaky archers and no hero. And so that way you're able to earn elixir without dropping crazy trophies. You know, I'd say the entire time that I've been doing this, I've been floating around 2,400 trophies, 2,400 trophies, depending on the day. So you're not going to be able to trophy push, but perhaps, I guess I would have one more goal for this account just to say it's done, and that is to get, where's my builder base tasks? This achievement right here to get 1,000 gems, making up to 3,000 trophies. I think once I start to sort of passively upgrade some defense and download some good base links, I think I'll probably be able to push up to 3,000 pretty easily without trying too hard. What's up, bots? So yeah, that's what we got there. But in order to do our attacks today, I am going to need to go ahead and gem the remaining time on the Grand Warden. If we're going to do the ranked hits, the Warden is definitely a must. He adds so much to our attacks. So there he is. And then in terms of using our builders, I'm going to save one builder to put the Warden down at the end of our ranked hits. Again, he's getting closer and closer to hitting level 40, only 4 levels off. And so that's going to feel pretty nice. Something else that I could stand to do right now would be to book the Queen, even though we're going to be boosting anyway. I do have this Book of Heroes sitting right here, ready to go, so I will go ahead and book the Queen while I'm thinking about it and be happy with that. So that's a W. And then we need to go in here and we need to adjust our composition. Now, I have been really digging the double hero charge, but I haven't been playing it specifically because I've been just turbo upgrading the Warden. So I think that a smart thing to do would be to go ahead and swap these back to regular dragons. In place of 5 healers, bring that up to 7. Does that give me one more dragon? Yeah, so this, I believe, was the composition that I was pretty game for. And in terms of extra troops here, I guess I could take another couple archers, maybe, to help clean up. So I have 4 archers, maybe do 1 to tag each of 4 corners if they're going to do it to me like that. And then another thing that I discovered, which I for some reason, I think for a while I was convinced that I couldn't take a Flame Flinger at Town Hall 12, but I was just totally wrong about that. You can definitely take a Flame Flinger at Town Hall 12, so we'll be taking that with super minions inside. So essentially what this attack is going to do is you're going to put the queen and the warden on opposite corners of the base. You want them to be completely opposite from one another. You want to then put the flame flinger in one of the other corners. So if you put, for example, the warden at 12, the queen at 6 o'clock, you want to put the flame flinger around 3 o'clock or 9 o'clock. And so you get this sort of like 3-point sort of like peel of the base. Something to note about this strategy, if you've never seen me do it before, is that you want to charge the queen into the CC if at all possible, because the warden does not handle the CC nearly as well. And if the warden has to be placed in front of a defending hero, you need to be prepared to drop spells to keep the warden alive and to protect him, because keeping him alive as you do the queen basically just ensures a guaranteed 3-star. When I look at the spell composition here, I could actually stand to take a second rage, I believe. And I think this is what I was doing before. Actually, I think I want to say the last time that I was running this at Town Hall 11, I actually had a jump instead of a rage. But I think the rage is probably good to be able to like speed up the warden or keep him alive if something crazy happens with the defending hero or clan castle troops. Like say the queen trips the CC, but the CC splits and they go both directions, part for the queen, part for the warden. Being able to rage the warden is going to ensure that takedown. So yeah, let's go ahead and pop a clan castle cake. We have one of them waiting as part of the Dragon Escape campaign. We're going to claim that. We're going to use that. And then we're going to give ourselves our Flame Flinger, 2 totems, and 3 super minions. Okay, so I'm just going to double check the composition. I do have, and I need to make sure I get my iPad a little more center so I'm not totally off screen. All right, so I've got my 2 wall breakers. I have got 4 rocket loons. In all honesty, I think I'm missing a baby dragon that is meant to help push the queen where I need her to go. I don't know if I was running rocket loons the last time I did this. So, do I take out 2 rocket loons to get a baby dragon? I think I do, actually. And then, of course, we can save those 2 rocket loons for the back end, or if the queen takes an awkward entry, we can use that to snipe off something to protect the queen charge. And that's 6. That's an awkward 6. I'm guessing we take a headhunter. All right, so that's something that we can use to protect either the warden or the queen against a defending hero. Let's go ahead and boost up. I actually like the way that looks. Boost the army. Boost the heroes. Let's go and hop into our first ranked attacks. We'll be progressing from Town Hall 12 to Town Hall 13 and then finishing on Town Hall 18 Legends. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, seeing as how Legend League feels extremely difficult. Let's go ahead and get selected this, and let's make sure we can find where we want to be. Now, what I'm seeing immediately is that he doesn't have any long-range coverage over at either 3 or 9 o'clock. So if I snipe the mortar with these rocket loons, I can get crazy good value. And I'm looking over here. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll go like this. Let that take. Drop you in. We'll go like this. From this side, the queen definitely wants to do that. So let's see if we can hit that air defense and that air defense. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. Drop a baby dragon there. Now we're going to put the warden down here. Like this. Nice. We like that. Looks like we're charging directly into the CC. So we're going to go ahead and drop this here. And we're going to rage too. Just because I'm looking at all that DPS. I'm a little concerned. The break. She may or may not go into the break. Let's go ahead and freeze. I'm going to go ahead and drop this out here with all the dragons. And we're going to free, actually invis her. Going to rage and invis. We're going to totem. And we're going to get past that. And okay. Okay. And I know that our healers are getting fried. However, the log launch, or the guy over there, the bro, took down that single for me. And this looks to be cooked. And we got lots left over. With plenty of time. Queen is still up. All the heroes are still up. We have the fireball swagged. And we have the minion prince ability swagged. Spells left over. Nice 3-star to start off our stream. So a little pincer move with the queen and the warden. Following in with the dragons to support the queen so that the single doesn't fry her on the bottom side. Nice little plan. We did invest I think we invested every single spell into our queen charge that we actually did use, that is. And that paid off. So yeah, when you're double charging, you want to make sure that wherever you put that warden down, he's not going to be under immediate threat of like a ton of point defense. I like putting him in a place where I feel confident about just letting him be, letting him do what he's going to do. And yeah, definitely don't put the warden in front of a single target inferno with this composition. That is a recipe for disaster. Let's move on to the second hit. Okay, so these are all multis. That's good. There's even a multi on the outside. I'm looking at his expos. We could get okay value over on the left. So what I'll actually do is put the flinger beside the queen. Like this. Put the queen in like this. We missed all the air defenses possible. But we'll tag out like this over here. Queen, let's wait you go to the right. Yeah, that's where I want to go. And I think we will need to invis her so we don't auto die. Or we die anyway. Brother, you gotta be kidding me. And he's gonna die too, I think. Well, now we have to recover. So I think it's a good idea to go ahead and go in like this. Unfortunate situation there. We're gonna totem up right here. And we're gonna totem again, I think. And then we're going to look to probably protect like this. And we're going to rage right here. And we're going to freeze like this. And we're going to freeze like this. And we're just going to make sure that we at least lock up the town hall. It's going to be extremely important. I'm going to take out the air defense right there and poison the queen. Okay. And now we need to see if we can actually clean the base. Oh, man, that baby dragon going down is actually very bad. Okay, so I think this is a time fail if nothing else here. But we're going to have to play this invis to kill his queen here. He didn't take the cannon. Yeah, we have to invis now. Unfortunate. But now he takes that, so we drop the wizard to the outside. And it's all about time. So the question is in 55 seconds, is that enough to actually take this? If I'm being real, I don't think it is. Wizard going down was really not good. We did manage to save the 2. I'm going to wall break here to try to damage some stuff. Put a little bit of damage. Put that down. See if the minions help out. They will die too. All right. I'm not sure how my queen died. But as soon as she dies, I think we're kind of screwed. I thought I had that invis down in time. Was it a bomb that went off, possibly? I think so. We'll move on to the next one. Okay, so let's see. I think we're served to take that air defense and sort of that chunk with the flinger. And we need to keep the warden away from tons of damage. Okay, I think I see what to do here. This might get slightly dicey for the warden. We'll do this, and we'll do the queen up here, and we'll try our best to hit that air defense by the town hall. I think we got it. Nice, we put some good damage on, and I like the path she's choosing here as long as she keeps going left. Yeah. This is where I really would like to go. Because I have the double queen to support. I'm going to invis that. All right, and then now she's locked onto. I'm going to double loon and freeze it. And then we're going to also poison. And we're probably going to need to freeze this. Yeah, I think we had to freeze there. Luckily, the charge is going well. Okay, queen's okay. We'll put this here and here. Warden. We're going to invis here. I'm going to fireball now. Just because I'm seeing what's going on with that. I'm going to freeze. And get that rage down in time to take the single. And look at how much of the base we've just taken for free at this point. We're going to totem you. How does the warden not... What is the warden doing? Brother, you've got to be kidding me. All right. This might be an attack where we can actually swag the dragons. Does a dragon hit swags all dragons? That's the life. I have balls of steel, so we will be making that dream work right now. Swagging dragons, keeping all heroes alive. We even have the minion prince ability and spells intact. This is totally wrecked. Wow, what a hit. What a hit. Interesting base layout, too. We made the best use of the scout. The Inferno dragons aren't really that scary versus a charge if you're just willing to spell them. And in hindsight, I'm not even sure that I needed to freeze them, but just better to freeze out of safety. You saw how much we had left over anyway at the end of that. That was nasty. I'm actually going to post that in chat. This one was nasty. Swagging the dragons in a ranked hit. In case people want to see that later, add it to their spank bank. All right, let's go. Keep it going. All right. Where can we fling? Oh, man, the fling from the bottom is so good. We could take out his Eagle and Infernos. We just need to Rocket Loon that mortar, right? All right, and then where would we arrow from? Okay, we have to put the Warden over on the left. I'm going to put down a Baby Dragon first, because those Rocket Loons must connect for this to happen, and they don't. Okay, so that's actually really good to know. Now, if we can get the mortar out, we will try dropping this. I just don't know if that Baby Dragon is getting ready to go straight to the mortar. Will it hit the mortar first? It does. Nice. Now we'll drop this. And there's no CC. There is. We're going to freeze. And we're going to rage. We're going to get ready to freeze again. I'm trying to freeze. I'm trying to freeze. It wouldn't let me drop my freeze. I'm so salty. What the hell, man? Okay, well, we have a flinger. We have to let this play out. We have to. And we need to start being smart about adding our cleanup so we can try to avoid a time fail. But we have spells to use. I'm going to get ready to totem as well. I think now if we go like this, Warden's going to go down. That was a mistake. Go like this. We're still moving. It's not over until it's over. Okay, hit this. We're going to rage here. We're going to freeze over here. Can we still get it even after losing the Queen and the Warden? That would be insane, right? We're going to invis you guys too. Like, please go for the Town Hall. All right. We're going to invis. Try to get things to go down. Oh, man, this is so rough. But it's still possible. This is actually possible. I think we get this. Barely. Dude. No way. We've... The attack's that strong! Flinger was OP! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What a day. That's called Never Give Up. That is the name of the attack. Never give up. Holy moly. Could you believe it? The guy watching that was probably like, how does he triple this? How does this work? Those invis spells were actually clutch. The one dragon surviving the way it did. Never give up. Never surrender. You see, like, even though I lost the Queen because I couldn't drop my freeze, which makes me want to wipe the screen off. I don't think there's anything on the screen, but I just gave it a little bit of a wipe. We clawed that one back from the jaws of defeat, for sure. All right, let's keep it up. Man, I love these lower Town Hall attacks, honestly. Freaking love them. Okay, so where's the flinger value? I think there's good value on the bottom, honestly. He doesn't... I mean, there might be Teslas in there. I think we'd be well-served to throw a couple loons, at least one loon, in on that. Then we can go left to right. Okay. I'm going to test with one here. Didn't find a Tesla. Queen arrow. No, we got it. Okay. Warden, we'll put you here. We'll have him do a little pincer style. Keep my eyes peeled. Queen's moving towards the CC, which is the plan. Warden. Okay, this, we're gonna rage. Okay, Warden's okay. Queen should be okay. Queen's okay, right? You're okay, right? Holy cow. What a day. Oh, it was a Tesla down there that actually got it. Well, we got some serious damage onto those Teslas anyway. And I don't want to drop anything else here if I can help it. I'm waiting to when I can hit this Eagle artillery because I really want to get the Eagle out with my fireball. At least I think I do. And then I want to come behind with my dragons. So let's break and break. Okay. We're running out of time. I'll throw you in the side. I'm going to fireball now. And I'm going to freeze you. I'm going to totem over the queen. I'm going to freeze this side. I'm going to rage. I'm going to freeze. I'm going to totem. I'm going to baby dragon. I'm going to rocket loon and wizard. This. And that's clean. Just took it apart piece by piece. W. Yeah, Teslas might be back by the town hall. Still got it. Nice attack. Yeah, dude. Slick, slick, slick. Mr. TA Slim. What's up, Subom? How's it going, dude? Welcome back, dude. Mr. Subom Nayak, how's it going, brother? This string of attacks has actually been super fun. If you guys are just now showing up, we have clinched a couple 3 stars where both the queen and the warden failed. Or like went down early, but the flinger was too good. Okay. This is really good coverage. There's not a lot of obvious value for a flame flinger, but what I'm seeing over on the left side is an opportunity to get an air defense. So I'm going to take that. This could be trapped over here, but we have to go with it. All right, that's what we want. In terms of ADs, I'm going to come across like this with the queen. Hopefully we can hit both. Hit both. We're going to put the warden up at the top. Like that. And we're going to let it ride. Would be nice for my queen not to go north, but it looks like she's doing that. Okay, well, she's going there, so we got to live with that. Now, we do need her to go into the base at this point. So actually dropping that, is she going to go in, or are we going to end up in a weird position like this? Okay, they're going for the warden, or at least part of the CC is going for the warden. What is the queen doing? I'm going to freeze again here just so that I don't have all my healers fried. We will end up dropping our poison in just a moment here. In fact, I'm going to fireball now. And we're going to rage. And we're going to poison. Queen, you're not allowed to die. But now we have the cross tanking with the warden so that our flinger is up. We start dropping this. And I think putting in our dragons from here is probably the way to go. So we'll go like this with you. We're going to get a split that might be a little bit uncomfortable. But we're moving. This is looking very cooked. Yeah, this is cooked, boy. You got a lot of spells too, nerd. What am I missing here? Oh. Let's tag it out. Oh, man. Spells coming out of my ears. I watched most of your streams, silent viewer years. Appreciate it, Subab. Appreciate it, man. We used to play Squad Busters, good old days. Yeah, man. Have you tried Super Arch TH12, or do you prefer Fireball Dragons? I mean, like, if I'm being real, I don't always use the Fireball. Like, at least in this series of attacks, I've used the Fireball kind of opportunistically. Like, if it makes sense to throw it, I'll throw it. Like, say the Warden is, like, walking into a single, and I know that I need to get that single so the Warden doesn't go down, I'll push the button. But sometimes I end up just holding the Fireball till the end of the attack, just because I can. And my shorts are heavy, so like I just, you know, it's not that I'm really utilizing really using the Fireball. What's the DPS increase? I'm waiting on a little bit more ore so I can max out the Fireball for Town Hall 12. What does that actually give me? 3 DPS, more projectile damage. I'll probably, you know, here's the thing about my upgrade cycle. When the Warden hits 40, and the same with the Prince, I'm gonna basically flip the script and start power leveling King and Queen. And when I do that, I'm gonna have to start using the Warden more intelligently. And that's when I'm going to start trying to set up some invis tricks with earthquakes. But at least for now, I just the sheer DPS of the Warden is just so good. Like he really does function well on his own. All right, let's go. All right, I see these mortars at the bottom. They're kind of annoying. But if I eliminate one mortar, I think I can actually get good value out of a flinger down there. And then let the Queen deal with the top. I think that could work for me. Okay, Queen's on the right. I'm gonna do this trick on the left, I think. Let that take. Drop this. Then we're going to go like this. W. Then we will drop Warden over here. She wants to go that way. We're going to break like this, go like this, and we're going to get ready to freeze. There. Double Queen. Get in for the single. That should take without a spell. Nice. We're looking good. Now, I think our Queen will leave the base here, but I think that's okay. Let's put a couple archers down just to get the cleanup started. That's something I don't think I did very well last time. All right, Queen could use some help. She's losing healers. Let's do that. I don't like that. Okay, Warden, freeze. This is getting a little messy if I'm being real. But it would be really cool for us to go ahead and just take out the Eagle, just relieve that pressure, and then send the dragons here. And then we'll actually let the Queen die. I don't think spelling for her is a good move at this point. We're going to Totem and Rage and then Freeze, and it's wrecked. The Wizard here. No corners. Still got a minute left. Super Minions are still in the business. It looked a little wonky, right? Queen's healers got shot up, but I think once we got the value, even with the CC split that happened, as long as we took down the dragon and then we kept the Warden alive, I kind of understood that I was another Fireball swagged. Yep. Hold it till you find the best value. Yeah. really, like, I don't, like, at least with this particular strategy, at least my approach, using the fireball is sort of like, if it makes sense, I'll throw it. If it doesn't make sense, I'm usually holding it till later in the attack, sometimes even for cleanup. Like, say there's a corner hut that I missed, I'll throw the fireball at the corner hut. I have not tried super archers, though. I imagine it feels kind of flimsy just because of, like, they're a squishier troop. But I'd be interested to see, like, if you have replays. Also, guys, I should note right now, I'm opening up this clan for Town Hall 12s, 13s, and 14s. Right now, we've got 4 accounts in it. And the reason why I decided to start this, I can't believe I haven't said this sooner. I'll definitely have to pin a comment in the YouTube replay. My 12 and 13 weren't getting any play in the main clan where I have my 18 that's in Legend. And I was like, man, I want to war regularly on these lower accounts. And I know other people probably do too. So if you're a 12, 13, or 14, those are the town halls that will be accepted into this clan. And the plan is to war regularly, basically all the time. You know, every 2 days we'll be doing a war. Of course, doing CWL, that sort of thing. And you know, we'll teach each other, we'll learn new strategies, and just have fun. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people have accounts that are higher than Town Hall 12, 13, 14, but I think there's a place for this. And at least while I'm farming these accounts, you know, perhaps in 6 months we shift it to be 13, 14, and 15. But at least for now, it's going to be 12, 13, and 14. So yeah. If you're interested in joining, hit me up. My post I made a YouTube social media post on my YouTube channel. And the clan tag is in the screenshot of the clan. The clan is also called Dominan Tour. But I'd love to have all of you that are 12, 13, Town Hall 12, 13, or 14 join up. Okay, so where can we put a flinger? At the top. There's nothing covering the top. This is the easiest choice of my life. This is wrecked, right? Then I think an arrow like this. That's not what I thought was going to happen. That's really not what I thought was going to happen. Bruh, queen, turn in, baby doll. Well, we need to put the warden down anyway. We're going to drop you over here like that. We still hit the arrow. Your boy. I'm on it. I'll own it. All right, let's go in like that. Eagle should fall to that. The clan castle, our queen is charging into. We're going to slip the baby dragon to the outside, help her a little bit. Warden's taking a little bit of damage. Here's where the first rage usually goes. 2 bows plus CC dragons. Yeah, we needed that. That would have put her dangerously low. That flinger is going to go the whole raid, isn't he? I'm going to put 1 rocket loon in there, see if I can trip a mine or something. Depending on how we play our cards, this could be a raid where we swag the dragons. Although I'm not sure. We're going to do this in just a second. Let's freeze. And we're going to invis you both. I'd like to swag the dragons. Like, I'm trying so hard to swag the dragons. And the prince, for that matter. I want to do it. I want to swag the prince and the dragons just to say I did. Throw all of it in the middle. Get some fodder out in front. Good timing there. The flinger completely wrecked that base. He had no coverage at the top. He had no traps, no nothing. The flinger went forever. Have you faced any Talent 13s yet on your Talent? Oh yeah, definitely. I 3-starred one earlier where I actually fumbled super hard. But because I didn't have any, because I hadn't used spells, but like one spell on the charge and the queen died while in Viz, I was still able to triple it. Hold on, we're about to share this one again. Another one. This was the other attack where I swagged the dragons. This was also a beautiful hit. We'll take a Flinger is insane at lower town. Yeah, it is. It really is. Especially if you're like if you have rocket loons plus a Flinger, like you can pretty much take care of that Flinger, you know? Like even if I have to burn a totem so that I can get like 4 or 5 rocket loons to get in, like the rocket loons need assistance to actually make it into like a second layer expo or something. You can make it work. 100%. But this was pretty much perfect the way this one went. Good value on the arrow. Plenty of percentage. And we had time left over. Like, we had time on this hit, which was the other crazy part to me. And we swag all the dragons. This is another one where we didn't even need the dragons. The double charge is just too freaking good if you know how to protect your heroes. Let's see, he has Inferno Dragons coming out of the CC. I was a little unsure if she was going to be able to deal with it before they went full beam, and I wasn't willing to test the theory. But look, the Flinger is just like smoking the base. Then I see the Warden gets locked onto. I'm like, okay, let's protect him. And then this gets a little hairy with the Queen because of the Sweeper. That Sweeper is a real son of a gun. But this freeze just clutches the whole raid. As soon as that's done, this base is totally wrecked. And then my Warden does something super strange here. Look at his Warden too. I totem, and the Warden doesn't hit the totem. Can I just say, that feels like, that's pretty sus. I put the totem on top of the Warden, and he didn't retarget to the totem. I have no idea why. But I mean, look at what's left. There's only 2 air targeting defenses left. I put the Prince in just to start cleaning up the base. I probably could have swagged the Prince. But I swag his ability and I have a Rage and a Totem left. Just completely dismantled. Dissected. Wardens wanted to see who's stronger. I mean, I'm boosted right now, so that was never going to be a thing. All right, and we finished. So the only attack we failed was this one, and it was a 90%. My Queen went down. Awkward pathing for her. She kind of ran ahead, and her healers got pushed back, and I got my Invis down, and she died through Invis, which I guess I could have been a little bit more intentional to Invis or freeze even sooner, just so even if she got like a little bit more value, getting up to 90% there. That was a very weak 90% that was left because the Warden stayed alive and kept pushing. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. This account I have the most trouble with. I have a 1-star defense. That's going to make up for that 2-star right there for sure. Because I'll be honest with you, I don't... Let's see what the defense looks like. I don't remember this base. I thought I set a new base. Dude, this is something that is really making me mad. I will load in base, like a new base, 2 or 3 days before the week is over, activate the base, and then it's showing me the last week's base. And I don't know why it's doing it. It's driving me nuts. But this was like, this actually blows my mind that this didn't triple here. He even has the action figure. It's a low-level action figure. That's probably why that didn't work out too well. Also, awkward Prince ability right there. He got almost 0 value out of that. He's even... This is a Town Hall 13 on 4 heroes. And Homeboy still missed out on my Town Hall. Like, that is a sad day. To say the least. A very, very sad day for the attacker. Looks like he walks into the single here in a second. That's probably what ends it. Yeah, Queen gets roasted. Warden's going to pluck away at things. Only at level 17, too. Oh, that hurts. That hurts to look at. He's a Town Hall 13, and he's still got his Warden on 17. That's like below max Town Hall 11 standard. Yep, he deserved to fail that. Okay. So, hey, we're number 6 right now in our tournament. We got a nice 1-star defense. It's probably going to help make up for that. I think we stand a good chance of promoting this week. I mean, given that we're already at 334, last week we ended on 306. So yeah, we're about 30 cups up, and we still haven't taken all the defenses that we can take. We've only taken 2 defenses so far. Didn't triple while having RC. Yeah, pretty tragic there. Very awkward that he just put all his dragons in all the way around the base. That's pretty sad. That's pretty sad. See, that's my active layout. I purposely built these bases. I found the base links, I got them built, and I activated them 2 days before the week reset. And for some reason, it didn't actually... It's not showing my opponents this base. I have no clue why these lower leagues are like this. This is a serious pain point that I have. I wish it was more clear as to like why that's happening. I wish someone could explain it to me. Solid, maybe 1 or 2 more defenses. You'll be in the next league. What's the best to see troops for defense and ranked? I mean, I think ice golems in general are strong, but honestly, I found mass headhunters to be kind of gross sometimes, because if people are trying to like say someone throws in their RC, or someone's got their warden that's behind their dragons, or if they're on a ground push, which I haven't seen a lot of that lately, mass headhunters will go out and just usually are able to like, you know, 2-shot a attacking hero, regardless of what it is. Obviously, the warden will go down like this, like he's paper thin. But like even the RC and the queen are pretty thin compared to like the king, and they'll go down to a mass hunter CC unless they're like super hot on the poison and freeze combination. Because people try to drop poisons onto that, even if it doesn't necessarily kill the hero right away. Usually if like 5 headhunters get at least like 5 or 6 headhunters, they take 1 shot onto a hero each. It's a lot of damage. Like, you really make the attacker sweat, and trying to poison doesn't always work versus mass headhunters. So yeah, I actually really like doing mass headhunters from time to time. if you think about it as well, you could go for like an Ice Golem plus Headhunters so that they see the Ice Golem leave the CC and they might be inclined to let the Ice Golem run up to him, and they don't necessarily see the little Headhunters because they're tiny little dudes. And the Headhunters will get right up on top of them and zap one of their heroes out. And they're like, oh no, what happened? And by that time, it's like, oh, I'm waiting to poison the Ice Golem. That's not really the real threat here. Also, triple Ice Golem can be very strong, sheerly surely from the angle of like time. So yeah. All right, so all the ranked attacks are done on the 12, and I'm looking at the time, and I don't even know if we're gonna have time to do our legend hits on stream today. But you better believe on Friday I'll be doing all my legend hits on stream. It's my first week in Legend ever. I'm super stoked. And I'm definitely feeling the increased difficulty. It has been a learning experience so far, just kind of understanding like what that feels like, the damage thresholds. Like, does a rage spell plus 5 healers on your Warden actually allow him to survive this point defense plus this point defense plus the occasional shot from a long shot? In Legend League, the answer is probably not. So you have to be more willing to like totem the long shot, invis the Warden, you know, do extra things to make sure that your Warden stays up if you're trying to kind of get him into a position to get the fireball off. I've also flexed in an ice block spell instead of one of my invis, just to ensure that when I'm throwing the fireball, he's not going to take a walk into the base, get immediately deleted. Because that was day one. I had 2 2-stars, a 1-star, and a 2-star on my first day. I only had 4 hits, and I talked about it a little bit on my Discord server. So if you're curious about following my happenings, even when I'm not live streaming, it's a good place to look. All right, so the first thing we need to do is go ahead and put our Warden down to level 37. Only 4 more levels. We'll get him going. And I think we're also going to go ahead and get the Minion Prince going to level 37. We'll get him going. So we got both those heroes that are on the same track. If I look at this, what does this mean? 4 levels times a day and a half. Okay, so it's going to be about 6 days, a little bit less than a week, depending on how this times out. It'll probably be a little bit more because I'll probably end up learning some awkward timings with, like, for example, 14 hours from now is going to be, like, before 5 a.m. tomorrow, like Friday morning. Yeah. So it's I won't hit the timing perfectly, but guess what? It happened before our very eyes. Our heroes are now level 21 and 24. And we get Bob Control. And done. Say hello, Bob. Hello, fellow human. I'll send him over to help out on your village now. They probably won't notice anything unusual, right? Let's go back over here. Let's see. What did he do? We have a 6 builder. Let's put the hut down. Ta-da! That's huge, boy. That's so huge. That's huge. I'm so happy about that. All right, and this is going to go to level 9, which will match these. W. Huge W. 6 builder unlocked. I've been working on that for the better part of like 2.5 months, by the way. Will you keep this account at Town Hall 12? No, I think I'm going to keep pushing this account plus the next one that we're going to do ranked on here. I will keep pushing on these in terms of like, you know, pushing to the next Town Hall level. This account right here, I actually skipped the majority of Town Hall 12 specifically so I could unlock the Royal Champion. And yesterday, the Royal Champion finished going to level 25. That's a massive W. So now we don't have to worry about her. She's always available to us. And a bunch of our builders, I think, finished working on spring traps right before the stream started. So I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and do some storage work. I think that's where we're at here. We'll go like this. Elixir storage, elixir storage. Let's do gold storage, gold storage. Cold storage, gold storage. And then this final builder, I think I was going to do the warden after we do our attacks. Yeah, because our warden's halfway to level 50 now. So that's cool. That's a W. Let's go ahead and curate our army. I'm going to do exactly the same thing that we just did on the 12, but I'm going to do it with a royal champion. So if we were doing pretty darn good with 3 heroes, oftentimes swagging the 3rd hero, adding the 4th hero in form of the defense-seeking royal champion, I think is going to be the nail in the coffin. So I think what we do here is we go ahead and add the 2nd rage like we have been. And then we're going to readjust the composition. You know, do we have rocket loons unlocked right now? What's going on over here? No, it's not, but we have some pocket loons. The Valkyrie, the Ice Golem, and the 2 wizards are specifically in there to support a king entry. So what I'll probably be doing is putting the king down behind an Ice Golem with a Valkyrie, the double wizard, trying to break that in unless I'm out of breakers. Like say my queen break fails, or I have to break the queen a 2nd layer, or I decide to break the queen a 2nd layer. That's where I'll use the 2nd break, is for the king entry. And then I think I'm also going to try to fling once again. I think Flame Flinger again, because, I mean, that was such a strong addition to our game. So let's go Flame Flinger. Where are you? And Super Minions again. They felt very, very stable for us. I think I'll also throw in a Rocket Loon. And then probably an Archer. So there's going to be 1 Rocket Loon that can rush out, maybe give 1 love tap to the nearest defense. I like that idea. And then other than that, oh, we need to make sure we can actually get 2 more healers if we're dual charging, right? So I actually don't think we can take this if we're picking up 2 more healers. I think we have to go like that. And with that, we could instead... I think the wizards are still too good. Maybe an extra loon. I think that's what we'll do. Let's go ahead and pull our clan castle cake. And start feeding ourselves exactly what we need. And then we're going to boost. So now we're looking boosted. And let's see if there's any level that we can put on a piece of equipment right now. Do we have the money to do so? I mean, technically, yes. An extra 6 DPS, but it's over 100 is 105. I feel like that's a break point, right? I think we do it. I mean, I'm definitely taking this up to 18. I think this is my next project, right? All right. So here's the composition. Again, we're going to run it exactly the way we did our 12. Queen and Warden on opposite corners of the base. Completely opposite. You do not want Queen to merge with Warden unless it's very late in the attack. The Flame Flinger somewhere between the Queen and the Warden, either on the left or the right or the top or the bottom. However you organize it, the Flame Flinger is going to split the Queen and the Warden. The balloons are in there specifically to try to aid, you know, maybe take out a mortar or something so that the Flame Flinger can be a Flame Flinger. And say the Flame Flinger doesn't work out. Say the base is just too well sort of arranged to where the Flame Flinger doesn't work. Say it's I think that's when I'll probably end up using the siege barracks with the king, and then putting the dragons down to go for the core. So I'm digging this. Let's go ahead and do it. First ranked hit, nerds. And you know what? We're right over an hour. I should use the bathroom right now. So I'm going to put up a short 2-minute timer. If you guys watch often, you know. But if you don't watch often, I put up a 2-minute timer so I can go take a leak. And when it counts 0, we do resume. I don't make you wait any longer than 2 minutes. So I'd encourage you to take that lap around your house, get something to eat or drink, or you can use the bathroom like I'm about to do. When we come back, we'll dive right in for our Town Hall 13 ranked attacks. See you in a sec. All right, guys, we're back. We're back. Yes, I washed my hands. Feeling good. Feeling right. We're about to get into our Town Hall 13 ranked hits here. William, what's up, William? And this is a good chance to go ahead and reiterate. If you have a Town Hall 12, 13, or 14 that you would like to regularly war with, Dominantor, my old sub-clan, is going to be the home of Town Hall 12 and 13 and 14. We're going to run wars. Right now we have 4 accounts here. We got Michael Myers, both my 12 and my 13. And we got Region Redox that's in the clan. And we will be spinning wars for this Town Hall level. And the reason that I started it specifically was because when I had my 13, for example, in the clan with my 18, I was rarely getting to war. And when I did, it was spotty at best. I was having to do a lot of scouts, things like that. Yeah, the ore may have been technically okay, but the idea is that these lower town halls need some love, and we can probably get some pretty good balanced matchups with a little bit of a lower spread. So I'll be interested to see who decides to join us, and it's open for viewers of the channel. So if you'd like to join up, that's the clan, that's the tag. I'll be commenting about it in the comment section down below on the YouTube VOD when the stream ends. So yeah. Do you really need 2 headhunters? If I don't use them for the charge, I end up using them for cleanup. What league are you in for CWL? The main clan, I don't know. Let me see. Social. I know it's not particularly high. It's a more casual clan. We're in Master 3. So opponents are like, kind of varies, right? Some clans might be pushing up. Some clans might not be as good. Sup, Doc? How's it going over on the Twitch side? Welcome to the chat. Glad to have you here, brother. All right, let's get into our ranked hits for Town Hall 13. All right, got to remember the game plan. Queen, Warden opposite of one another. Flame Flinger in between. Queen needs to be facing the CC if possible. Warden, we got to watch him if we have to drop him in the face of a defending hero. Or single target Inferno. We'll probably use the Fireball early in that instance. But let's go ahead and get it done. First attack. It's a rushed 14. I'll take it. Now, can we sneak a Flinger down here? Or is that too risky? I think we maybe could get a Flinger over there. It's going to be a tricky spot, but I think we can make it happen. Let's put you there. Put the Queen over here. See, like this. Missed the top. That's okay. We'll let her go. And we'll go ahead and put the Warden down right here. Letting the Queen be herself, live her best life. Let's break her right here. Alright, CC comes out. That baby dragon could give us some problems over here. We do take down one of his heroes. Alright, baby dragon is right there. We're going to poison and totem over the baby. I'm going to throw my baby dragon at him, actually. Even though we're kind of doing this funky walk here, I think our heroes are plenty strong. And we're going to get a merge. I'll start walking the king up that direction. I think that's a good idea. And then because the heroes have merged, the Warden's going to follow the Queen here. I'm going to go ahead and freeze the Town Hall. And then once that goes down, I think we dump all the dragons in like this. I'm going to totem that and drop the headhunters in. So the Warden doesn't eat garbage. We have these loons. I don't really know what I need to do here. So we could pop the king now. Drop you here. And that's a 3-star. Rushed 14s are real. Let's go ahead and reinforce and hop into the next one. I would assume that we find some good bases here. What league are you in for your Town Hall 12 and 13? Okay, so for my 13, it's top left. Valkyrie 14. On the 12, I believe it's Wizard 12. On the 12, it's Wizard 12. This account, I think, is hitting a wall because I've neglected defense in favor of doing crazy work on hero levels. Well, let's go for the second hit. All right, it's a 14. Okay. Does he have coverage? In theory, we could just loon out the mortar and put the Flinger over there. Yeah, I think that's what we need to do. I'm going to put you right here. And then triple loon. Queen. And then like this. We'll go like this. Queen, I'm actually going to drive her like this. We'll put that wizard right there. See if I can get her to turn left. I think she should. Yeah. Now, I don't like what's going on with my giant, if I'm being real. That is so awkward. I'm going to break and totem. And then we need to get the warden down. I don't like this. The queen's going to die. Well, we have a giant charge now. So we're going to have to play this smart at this point. We have time. I'm going to drop... Let's see. Does he go for the cannon first? He doesn't. So I have to do this, I think. And we need to invis you. I don't see what's going on with this. We're going to rage him. Okay. It's going to be tough. It will be very tough here. And that's on the CC, so we'll do that. Alright, let's go ahead and put the king down here. Okay, wizard, and drop the dragons here, and drop here. That fireball, he still goes down. Rest in peace. Okay, so it's not looking like a triple. Let's see what we can do about it, though. Okay. Would be nice if we don't get fried. We're out of time. I think that's the biggest issue right now, is we're out of time. Gonna freeze there. Going to invis, rage, and then freeze. Okay. I just don't know what we can really do at this point. Do this. 7, 6. Alright, so we found a real 14. And our queen did goofy stuff. Alright, I committed the one sin when you're running action figure, is I put my healers down before I popped the queen. Or no, I put the healers down before the giant got far enough away from the queen to where her healers weren't stolen by the giant. And even though I put up respectable percentage, that's going to hurt, right? At least we didn't 1-star, which was a real, obviously a very real possibility. But we'll move on to the next one. What's up, Brawl Stars Gaming Art? Gaming Art's here. What up, dude? How's it going, brother? I'm catching up to you in League, says Mods. Okay. All right, let's do our scout. See, this base is more protected from flinger value, but I see the top where we can get flinger value, so we'll take it where we can get it. Are you up there? The arrow needs to come from this right here. I'm gonna have to wait. We got it. Good. We wait on that. Put the warden over here. I'm gonna wait to put down these healers until giant gets fried. I'm gonna try breaking like this. We may or may not go in. We do. That's gorgeous, actually. We're gonna invis on the single. Put a couple loons over here. I'm gonna poison this. And we need to freeze in just a moment. Put a wizard down over there. We're good. Warden is still poisoned, which is nice. We have headhunters that we can use for the defending queen if we need to. I'm okay with that going down there. Let's go like this. Wow. Wow. Let me just say, those spring traps, heckin' good placement there. Very good placement. Going to invis. We're going to rage. Okay, we're going to throw the fireball. And then we need to go ahead and drop the king, the champion, and a wizard, and all the dragons from over here, I think. We're going to go 1, 2, 3 right there. We're going to then freeze over the town hall like this. We're going to rage. We have one more freeze for the single on the back side. I'm going to freeze now. And that should be clean. W. 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 We are starting a new game, Cookie Run Oven Smash, if you want to play launching on the 26th of March. I am not going to hold my breath on a brand new title. I'm going to have to see it played before I like give it the time of day. You know, I have a little bit of PTSD from Squad Busters, having been such a great concept that just didn't pan out. That trying to play another game like it, I would have to see it get massive attention and sustain for a period of time before I decide to jump in. If you ever need me to jump over and donate for CC Wars or anything, just let me know. I'm happy to help however I can. Yeah, appreciate it, Doc. Yeah, man. And for that matter, if you have a lower level account and you'd like to war, or if you know people that have lower level accounts that want to war consistently on their lower accounts, that's what this clan is going to be for. All right, another 14. It's got the double bow set up on the bottom. I think I almost always queen charge the bottom of this setup. And then over on the right, I think this is ripe for a flinger. Okay, so let's fling over here. And it would be good to do, I think, higher than lower. And on the bottom, queen arrow like this. We missed air defenses, but it's okay. I think we're gonna make up for it. Warden will be here. I'm gonna break right there. And then when we go in, ideally it's gonna work out. Okay, we're moving. I'm gonna rage. And then also invis, because I'm kind of scared of this. That's a lot of hero damage all at once. But we're okay. Here comes the clan castle. We're gonna have to freeze it because those were headhunters. Onto the eagle artillery. Warden's taking a bunch of damage, so we're gonna protect him. Okay, that our flinger's being targeted. We're gonna invis you. And Warden, let's pop ability. Ah, that sucks. I'm gonna send that. I was a bit of a panic, I'm not gonna lie. Freeze, please. Queen's moving through. We're gonna freeze again. I'm gonna send the dragons from over here because I think we're doing okay. In that location, Queen should be able to take the town hall for me, I think. So we're gonna do this. I'm gonna totem here. Queen should take. I think we're still okay. Queen is gonna go down. Is it enough to cap it though? That's the question. Oh no. Oh no. We're gonna fall short. Man, that sucks so bad. Can we get in there? Take a shot. Oh my god. It's so close, man. It's so close. It's so close. Oh, that sucks so bad. Oh man, that really blows. All right, 13v14. Oh my goodness. All right, we got close. If we save the warden up top, I think we're okay, right? But double scatter, double bow, I think kind of did us. I think maybe I should have been... I think I probably should have thrown the fireball more intentionally in that attack to take the pressure off. What is this? Okay, where do we fling? I don't think it matters. I mean, there's this is such a weak base and 3 air defenses. Thank you. I mean, sure. All right. I mean, I don't like that the giant is taking my healers. I don't like this at all. I hate that so much. Just getting awkward, right? Put that there. I'm gonna do this and break once and break twice. And I'm gonna invis, I'm gonna rage. I'm going to poison you. I'm going to freeze you. Throw you here. I'm gonna freeze you again. Yeah, this is wrecked. But I mean, were we ever really worried? The answer is a resounding no. Okay. We take those. How many more attacks we got? We're about halfway through. Sure. Okay. Again, we're looking for flinger value. I think it's either on the left or the right, pretty clearly. He's got his bows and his mortars up top and on the bottom. Yeah, I think we go in, just flinger from the left side. Let's see, where's the range? Slip you in like this. Get the queen. We're gonna go like this. There's 2 air defenses. I'm gonna let this ride. Like, honestly, until I can put... Okay, and the warden's over here. There's this single that the queen's charging into. We got to be aware of that. I think it's probably time to go ahead and rage. And then freeze. Want to take the single down before the queen engages queen. Nice. This is looking very good. See that. We're going to poison you. I see the king approaching my warden. Headhunter down, protected. What's going on with my healers? No, the queen! Oh, I didn't even see the queen's healers getting shot up! That blows, my guy. Oh, that really sucks. Well, here we go. Queen is on it. We're going to have to do this. I think I am going to go ahead and rage that anyway. Invisor again. And now it's all about what can we get done. We're going to do that now. We're going to do this. And freeze. Warden's doing okay. We'll drop some of these. I think it's still cooked. Just a matter of clearing it at this point. Yeah, this is very cooked at this point. I'm not worried whatsoever. I'm going to totem, even though we didn't need to. No loons deployed. And it's still a 3. That got so awkward, but I do think taking the town, like investing spells onto the Naked Queen to ensure the Town Hall went down early so the dragons weren't going to path over it. I think that was definitely the call. Sir, I think there is a world where players may choose to do the opposite, where they just let the queen die. I saw the Town Hall going down as a massive, massive W. And that's what it's about. Have you tried Stick Horse and Giant Gauntlet on King? I have not. I have not been able to level the Stick Horse yet. And on my lower accounts, I haven't been able to level Giant Gauntlet or Stick Horse. So on my main, I have a max Giant Gauntlet. I have level 27. But the Stick Horse, I haven't put a single point into yet on any of my accounts. I have it, though, right? I still have level 1, level 1. All right, let's go ahead and fill. The only fail so far was a 2-star against a Town Hall 14. I think also 14. So yeah, both were 14s that we failed. For some reason, I thought we only had the 1, but we've had 2. But we are a 13. We got to remember that. What in the world? What is this life? This is not interesting, man. Are we serious? I mean, I'm just gonna do that. I'm just gonna do this. Where are your defenses? What? Brother, you have a base. With Infernos, with an Eagle. With the Scatter Shot. You have a base. I know it's rushed. I get it. I mean, this is like hella rushed. I just used a few times on my Town Hall 12 with Mighty Morsel. Oh, that's cool, William. William, why don't you bring your 12 over to the clan and hop in for these 12, 13, and 14 wars? We're building it up. We're building it up. We're up to 4 accounts. We need 10 before I spin. That champion skin looks pretty nasty. Bro, look at the champion skin. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I do have the champion skin, yeah. The devil champion. What's up, DB? Welcome back, my guy. I already got a claim for my 12s, unfortunately. Ah, brah. Okay, so what do we get here? Again, another free eagle, I think. So the flinger is at the bottom for sure. I think CC will come out late in the attack. I don't think there's anything that we can really do about that. Okay. I want the queen to go down. Warden, I haven't made a choice yet with, I'm sorry. And I need to freeze. Okay. I'm actually going to fireball for the single here. I think that's the move. I'll break you in. Even if she doesn't want to go there. I'm going to do that as well. Okay. That's good. Looking okay. Queen is coasting. Let's get a few archers down here, I think. Okay, still coasting. I'll get a wizard and a wizard. There's a single right there. Let's freeze. I'm going to go ahead and throw that in there. And we'll swag the dragons on this hit. If I'm being real, we could have swagged the RC plus the dragons plus the king. 2 heroes and all these spells. Bro, tell me you're not OP. Or tell me you're OP without telling me you're OP. I'm not telling you I'm OP. Whew, okay. Well, that was an attack. That was pretty easy. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Fireball to eliminate the single on the left, I think kind of sealed it, because Queen was able to easily take down one of the singles. Sitting in one barb before you fling your helps with traps. Also send to archer behind for some great early cleanup. Yeah. You're right. I should have put the archers down sooner. We still cleaned that base, like, insanely fast. Like, insanely easy. Like, we had plenty of time. All right. This base can give you trouble. I think we try to loon out his mortar, and then we drop the flinger just down here. So in theory, the flinger can go and get the scatter, which is a pretty solid trade. So what I'll do is I'll drop the baby to tank, and then drop the loons like that. Three loons should trade here, and then we can go like this. And that should make us pretty happy. Let's get our queen, and let's go for the arrow like this. We will break in front. And even if we don't immediately get it, I'm going to do that. I will put the warden here. Got it. We're going to end this because there's a little bit of pushback that we're not happy about. We're going to go ahead and rage too, just so that we can keep the bow on our queen. Warden is fine in his position up there. And that flinger is going to go. Warden, are you okay, buddy? He is. I'm going to do that. As long as we can get... Let's do this. Poison. Stack going. We're going to invis. Is Queen okay? I can't tell. Let's do this. Okay. King. Let's put down a couple dragons with the king. I think that's the play. We're going to do this. We're just kind of slowly taking it apart. As soon as we get the storage, I'll pop king. Should be easy going. And we dismantled that one. Good value on the flinger for sure. Good move. eliminating the mortar, it kind of freed up the entire quadrant on the at 6 o'clock. Have you done Legends yet today? Yeah, no, dude, I haven't. But the thing is I'm looking at the time. I don't think I have time to do it. Like I have to get off in about 23 minutes. I have to get off so I can run to a rehearsal this evening. I purposely time these streams to where they can be 2 hours long, and I thought I would have time to do my Legends hits, but don't worry, guys. My Legends hits are going to be more of a regular part of my stream schedule. I'm going to do them live. I'm going to force myself to get comfortable doing them live, even if I fail 2-star repeatedly to start off with, because it hasn't been an immediate grand slam for me. I'm going to be doing them live. And to commit, I'm saying on Friday when I live stream, I'm doing those hits live. And since all my ranked hits on these lower accounts will be done at the end of this stream, that's my commitment. On Friday, you will see Legend hits. I can share some my 2 3-stars in War from yesterday, which are actually very good hits. So I'll give a little commentary on those to kind of fill some time, but I can't sit down and commit for the whole set, and I do want to commit for the whole set, but it'll have to be later this evening when I do that. I'm sorry today I can't do them. I can't do those hits live, but Friday I will, and for that matter, Saturday and Sunday, as long as I'm able to stream, which I should be. Saturday and Sunday should also be doing those live. You're saying do Legends right now? Nah, I wanna finish this off, and when I do my Legends hits, I like to do the whole set at once, because it's like, okay, it's about a half hour, but I just don't have the time at this moment. Been a minute, TC. Used to watch you back in the day, like when you visited Costa Rica. Oh, so Corey. Okay. Corey, that name is ringing bells. What's up? And of course, I went to Costa Rica, so you know the whole story. You know the whole story. You know why I went. You know all that. And I see you back streaming. Yeah, I appreciate it, dude. Yeah, we've been streaming consistently since like end of October, I think. Early November, I was back to streaming Clash again. And we've been consistent. We've been streaming at least 3, or we're averaging 4 days a week, if not 5. But yeah. Blast from the past, you. Yeah, dude. Yeah. But Corey, even though I stopped streaming for several years, I never stopped playing. Your boy's main account is certainly looking thick. It's looking fat. There is some real fat on this base. Just saying. Loaded. So we're looking good there. The Duke needs to go down again. I'm doing it. I've been power leveling him, guys. I have lots of books. So once I've decided that once he hits level 10, I'll start booking. I think that's a good use of my money and time. I like to split up my Legends. I did 2 this morning. I'm doing the rest now. Yeah, you see, William, for me, it's like I get into a zone. And right now, I'm in this like lower mindset where I'm like working with the lower town halls. The attacks are a little bit more forgiving. And when I get back online tonight, I'm going to sit and like do some practice hits but before I get started. And that helps me kind of be adjusted to what the power level really is at Town Hall 18 again. And Legends, of course, is its own animal, and I'm still very new to it. So I feel like I need to be like in the mode. Bro, what is this? What is this, man? Are we kidding? I mean, I put a flinger over here, right? I know it's a 15, but I mean, dang. what's going on with this? Let's go like this, I guess. Freeze you up. Rage you up. I'm going to throw the fireball now. King down. Totem in the center. I'm going to invis the queen in just a second. Yeah. Rage. Freeze. Okay. Wizard. Wizard. Baby dragon. Totem on top. Like, dude, are we serious? Is this what it's like? It's strange. It's like on my 12, I get all legit bases. Or people, it seems like people are trying with their layouts. And then how many times did we get a layout that is like either a farming layout or an incomplete base? On this account, it's so weird. I'm in Valkyrie 14. I'm 2 leagues higher. And it's just a bunch of garbage. I don't get it. I really don't get it. I was really hoping that we'd get kind of a banger for our set, but I mean, like, we failed on a couple 14s. We still got 2 stars. One was at 94, so still high percentage. Got really close on that one. That was like, man, barely. Queen barely didn't stay up. She stays up. She gets 1 more defense. It's cooked, kind of thing. And the 85, I forget what that one was, but I think it was another 14. Yeah, that was the one where we put the dragons at 6, and they ran up towards 12, and that kind of stalled out around the center. But we did take the town hall with the warden, so that was good. So yeah. Doc says, that's what I did with books. Just hit 22 on him this morning. Doc, that's so awesome, dude. Like, I can't wait to get on that grind. Probably some of my streaming content this weekend, on top of doing the Legends hits, it's probably going to be like power farming Dark, so I can get levels done on the Duke, because I see the power of the Dragon Duke. I know he's probably going to get adjusted, and by adjusted I mean nerfed, but like, I also recognize that, like, as long as they don't touch his passive in some crazy way, he's still going to be quite strong. Like, he's a flying king, you know? And that's pretty massive. He had 9, 1 hammer, and 1 from the past I got so far. Yeah, okay, so we're ending rank 3. Our battle log, we're getting 3-starred every single time. I'm guessing that we're finding some 14s. But at least we're tying on average stars per attack. They're just winning out on defense, probably because they're 14s. The poison on the town hall is probably stopping folks that don't know how to deal with it. But hey, we're proud of the work that we've done on this account. All right, so we're only 5 levels away from level 50 Warden. I'm going to keep that going. World Champion was maxed out yesterday. That feels good. I'll put this guy down. So at least that's going for me. And yeah, progress is being made. Any buttons to click over here and a boost? I just kind of look at this just because it's there. I don't push on it, though. So that feels good. All right, let's at least review my my 2 war attacks from yesterday, because they were very good, and they were not against weak bases. Although the attacks would suggest that the base was weak. Let's go here. My attacks were down here. So let's look at the first one. Now, I'll pause the video so you can have a chance to scout. If you'd like to pause the stream, if you're catching the VOD right now, you want to try to think of where TC wants to place a fireball on this base, now's your opportunity. Okay, so here we go with the explanation. I saw the CC and the Revenge Tower and the Spitter and the Monolith and the Inferno being massive value. Also being able to eliminate the Rage Spell Tower. So my Fireball was to go right here onto the Spitter. And because the Spitter's facing in, I can come behind it. On my way in, I'm also going to take his crafted defense, the Hero Bell. Now, granted, this Hero Bell is not very upgraded. Still pretty low level. But we take it on our way in. So we go for this Spitter. We get this nasty value right here. And you'll see how I set it up. So let's go ahead and push play. So the first thing I do is I go ahead and drop the Warden down. I also drop some Archers just to start cleaning trash early that's free. So once I put my Furnace down at 3, the Furnace is going to help shave the pathing for the Warden to step in. We get a nice, easy takedown of the RC here. And the only thing I had to really shave with Rocket Loons was this, at least part of the plan. And I do have to actually end up dropping more Rocket Loons around 3 o'clock because there are some Teslas that pop, and you can see that happening. So we do eliminate the real champion. That's good. I see the first Tesla pop, so I'm immediately thinking, okay, I need to put down some more Rocket Loons to take those out if the Fireball is still going to work. I see another Tesla pop, so I'm like, okay, so I already know 1, 2, 1, 2. Also, these Loons to shave over there, or the Archers to shave off the trash buildings. That ends up being fine. And here is where I Ice Block. And then it only requires 2 Invis spells to reveal the Spitter. Massive value from the Fireball. The entire core of the base has been taken down. And then once I recall, I decide to drop the Warden up at 12. Now down here, when I put down the Ice Golem King, I do something with a totem right in front of these 2 Super Wizard Towers. I recognize that once the Expo locks on to the King and the Ice Golem down at the very bottom, that a simple totem will lock up these Super Wizard Towers, which would otherwise kind of melt anything that I try to drop in front of them. So what you see is the totem comes down, both Super Wizard Towers look to the left, and then the Queen gets dropped in front. The RC and Queen go in there to eliminate the Super Wizard Towers, and they're completely neutralized. And I've lost 0 health on both my Queen and my Real Champion. So a pretty high value play, which was planned. And then, of course, the King is tanking the Queen, so the Headhunters sneak in. I try to get these Rocket Loons down soon enough so the King would keep beating. But as soon as the Snakes take down that multi-gear, ends up being sending the King around the side of the base. But at this point, Rocket Spears going off. We have the CC Yetis that come out. We have the Queen's ability forced. We have the Rage spell dropped. And of course, at this point, the Queen is in prime position to basically completely solo everything left in the space with the help of the Giant and the Magic Mirror. Looking fantastic. And this was just dissected. We still have a Rage and a Poison left. Bunch extra cleanup troops. This was smoked. This was an amazing, amazing plan. It went exactly the way I imagined it. And yeah, the only one thing that I do recognize would have gone very differently if I were to have done this in Legends League, specifically where I put my Warden at the top. When he engaged with that minion Prince, if the Legend modifier was on, he probably would have died, because if you're watching the Warden closely in that replay, I ended up dropping an Invis pretty late when the Warden was already low, and judging by how low he was, I would have died. The Warden would have died. Now, would that have stopped the attack? In reality, probably not. Yes, the Warden would have gone down. It would have sent the healers across the center, probably pulled a bunch of air traps in the process, but the air traps wouldn't have mattered. But I think the Queen would have had enough power in the position that she was with the Magic Mirror and Giant to go ahead and finish off the base anyway. If you look at what was actually left at that point, it was only really sort of the last little part of that compartment, that single defense in there, and then this compartment. That's all it was really left. So that was a really nice hit. All right, and I'll look at my second hit, which was also a pretty smashing 3-star. And I honestly, I really liked both these hits and both of these plans. This base felt a little bit weaker, despite being, you know, approximately just, you know, only one position lower on the map. So the plan here was to drop the Warden at 12. I probably should have paused it for you, by the way, to give you an opportunity to try to plan. But I'm seeing the value in hitting the Revenge Tower and these 2 Inferno Towers. We are going to claim this. Actually, I thought that was the Ricochet Cannon. This is the Ricochet Cannon. I don't think I claim the Ricochet Cannon, although we'll have to see. But taking this angle here is going to keep me out of range of the Super Wizard Tower chaining onto the healers. And believe me, that's definitely one of those ranges that I was scouting during the plan. So you see this play out. And then once I complete the Fireball, my plan is to pick him up and put him over at 9 o'clock. And then drop the King and the Queen over near sort of 2 and 3 o'clock. And actually allow them to break into separate compartments. And that was part of the plan there as well. And you're going to see how easy it is to drop the Queen into her own compartment with the assistance of the troop launcher. Definitely need to take down this bomb tower to avoid an issue with Fireball going wide. So I end up having to burn 1 more Rocket Loon. And here goes the ice block. First invis, second invis, and third invis just to ensure. And that goes straight in for the Revenge Tower. We get both Infernos plus the Revenge Tower. Horn's looking okay, but the Rage Tower secures him in the face of the Spitter and the multi-gear. He one-taps the Minion Prince. I get him out before the Giga Bomb goes off. He gets redropped at 9. Now, I go ahead and double drop the Furnaces over here, and he's going to be on a nice, easy walk by himself. Mind you, I still have 10 Rocket Loons. I drop both Ice Golems in front of the Queen. I drop the King down, and I put the Troop Launcher between. And what that's going to allow is the King to break into his own compartment and the Queen to break into hers. So she's going to step in, and if you look at where the DPS really is, she gets 1 Tesla, and then she steps in. The only thing that's really going to threaten her on her immediate entry is this Scatter. And as long as she takes that Scatter out in short order, she's now going to heal up, right? This Monolith is on to sort of the trash troops that are coming out of the troop launcher. And the Queen is straight chilling. And when you look at this, King is soloing the Smasher. That's a massive dub. The Warden is very safely approaching defense by defense on his charge. Rocket Loon's down from the bottom. I still have the RC, which is yet to be deployed. In reality, I'm almost certain I could have swagged the RC, but out of an abundance of caution, and just so we didn't run into any awkward times, fail scenarios, I do end up dropping the RC, popping the Spear. She's going to go in and be able to clear the 3 or 4 remaining point defenses in the base. Queen, I went ahead and raged the Queen, plus the Giant for no reason at all. And it was it's a very, very convincing 3-star. All 4 heroes were alive at the end of the attack, 2 with full HP, the King with very low HP. But remember, he soloed the Smasher by himself. So that was amazing. Troop Launcher over Siege Barracks. Yeah, for some wall breaks and fodder. At least that's what I chose for this hit, for sure. But yeah. Goth Boys here, what's up, man? What's up? What's a good league for Town Hall 12? Says Wishy0143. For Town Hall 12? I mean, on my 12 right now, I'm in Wizard 12, although I'm almost certain that I could get that up maybe 2 or 3 leagues higher. But my base is not defensively leveled very well, so on defense, I'm barely able to hold. I'm almost getting tripled. In every tournament so far, I've been tripled out, except for this one where someone dropped me a 1-star on my first defense. So that might actually give me the leg up to actually promote this week on that account. I might end up in, what is it, Wizard 13 or is it Valkyrie 13? I forget. What is it? Valkyrie 13. Yeah, I might be promoting to Valkyrie 13 on my Town Hall 12. And by the way, Wishy, if you'd like to see some Town Hall 12 ranked hits, I do those at the very beginning of this live stream. And we're getting ready to end, so when this stream ends, the VOD will be available. And you can watch the first hour of this stream, and we'll be ripping off all of those hits on our Town Hall 12 and see the strategy that I use there. Right after that, we do all of our hits on our Town Hall 13. And if I had more time, I would stick around and do my legend hits on my Town Hall 18 here. But so far, oh, we got a 1-star defense. That's a W. Okay. But yesterday, we went plus 82. Had a single 1-star, only tripled one time. This is my first time in Legend in Legend League. I'm feeling the pain of the battle modifier, but we're still putting up percentages. And I can see, 91%, 92%, 94%, 96%, 92%. These are percentages that are telling me that with slightly better spell placement, slightly better spell usage, protecting the warden a little better, eyeballing a slightly better fireball, figuring out how to do things a little faster on the opener, these will yield me better, these 3 stars. I'm close. I can feel it. But considering that, that was my second day in Legend League, I'm pretty happy with that so far. Like I'm making progress. My comfort level with the battle modifiers is increasing. And it'll be an interesting journey for you guys to watch, kind of how I begin to handle that. But anyways, guys, that's going to be the end of our live stream. Again, I will go ahead and say, if you are a Town Hall 12, 13, or 14, and you would like to join a clan of Town Hall 12s, 13s, or 14s, and you want to war all the time, join us in Dominantur. I opened this clan up last night. So far, we have 4 accounts that have joined up, and this is the first time I'm announcing it on a live stream. So we would love to have you. And yeah, we'll be warring. If you're trying to get ore consistently, if you're in a clan with a bunch of higher level town halls and you're not always getting to war, that was why I decided to bring my 12 and 13 into this clan and open it up so that I could have a place to war all the time, get better, get matchmaking that serves us at this level. And yeah, would love to have you join up. Would love for you also to join me on Discord. I left a link in my latest YouTube post for the Discord server. Would love to have you connect with us there. You can follow sort of the announcements about my live streaming schedule if I have to not stream on a day that I usually stream. For FYI, I stream Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. And Saturday and Sunday are flex days. I may or may not stream on Saturday and Sunday, but usually one or the other. So yeah, that's going to do it for today's live stream. And on Friday, we will be back to do our live Town Hall 18 Legend League hits. Very, very, very excited about that opportunity. Can't wait to show that off. And yes, we are going to be experiencing the pain of Legend League together. It's not going to be easy. TC's learning. Okay? TC's learning. But that's going to do it, guys. Much love. I will catch you on Friday. Peace out.